several times and it's just not working. So now it's way up there by the teeter-totter. Did he stay sitting? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what we need. We need Lutzy to be able to listen, have a gunshot around him and him be stable. Now, we use a starter pistol, and we do this for several reasons. One, I want to push the dog past the point of excitement. Remember, excitement is the point all dogs make a mistake. They bark, lunge, bite, or just don't listen. So when your dog is excited, it's a negative. Watch out when you're dealing with your dog and it's excited. Don't use a pleasing tone, because if you use a pleasing tone, you're telling the dog to be excited. So if at any point I would have done this and Lutzy would have got excited, I would have said no, and I would have used a tone like, don't do that, no. I would bark it out like that, okay? So be careful with the message that you send to the dog. The starter pistol, is used for several reasons. We want him to do the dummy launcher too. So if he can get used to this sound and he can maintain and not get super excited, that's great. That's absolutely great. So that was great. 3 times I did it. I got a little bit closer each time, and the last time I was right up on the teeter-totter. So he's progressing great. The other thing about this too is I'm like artificially causing excitement. And this dog, and all dogs, excitement is a problem. It's easy to get them excited. Now this guy, we'll be doing heel or something. He gets excited because he hears a bird. So even though that I'm using this for the dummy lunch, I need him. It's also dog training is sort of asymmetrical. So you get them to do one thing, they're going to be better at something else. He's pointing on a bird now. Now, that's a vast improvement. We don't want him running around after the birds. If he wants to go into point like a regular bird dog, that's totally fine. But this running around is just that forward momentum really screws a dog up, especially if they're real excited. An example of it screwing up a dog would be like 4th of July. The dog gets excited. Some people might say they're frightened. I like to think of it as excited. And then the dog gets forward motion, and then it's hiding underneath the bed. And what they're doing is they're just, conditioning that response in. Whenever they hear fireworks, they're flipped. So you don't want to do that. So that would be an example of your dog is excited. Don't use a pleasing tone. It's better to ignore them. If you're using a pleasing tone, right, telling them to calm down, you're telling them to be excited. You're going to cause problems. Let's see here. Heel. So he did real good. Sit. Maybe we could get him to do it one more time. I don't want to overdo it, but he's really progressing. Just a few days ago, hey, get over here. Sit. Just a few days ago, he was in a high collar. I did not have him on a leash this time. And I had him on a high collar, and somebody's asking something just silly. And it was enough, he had enough energy to pull the barn door open. Have you ever been on a hunt with a dog? Come on, do you know who I am? Come on, HP, my whole fucking background is with waterfowl dogs. Upland game too, but come on, really? Yeah, I haven't hunted in the last 3 years because Ike passed away, and I just don't have the. I loved Ike, man. He was great. It just didn't seem right going hunting without him. So, yeah, of course, HP. Yes, Tonka. I still have Tonka. I could take Tonka hunting. I just sort of lost interest. We were walking around in the woods today with Gus. Just if I want a duck or I can go buy one. I'd rather, I don't know. turned into a pussy in my old age, HP. It's the truth. Hey, heel, let's see if I'll do it one more time. Here, come on, heel. Over here. No, heel. Man, watch your step. Nice, but get over here. Here. Come on, dude, let's go. Heel. No. Hey, let's see. I'm not fucking around. You just broke my thing. Sit. No, sit. Don't move. Sit. You broke the teeter-totter, dick. What a dickhead. No, sit. No, sit. No. No, sit. No, sit. You're a good dog, dude. You're awesome, motherfucker. Okay, get out of here. Okay. He broke my teeter-totter. What a douche. Look at this. I didn't tell him to go up there, so it sort of makes sense that he busted it. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? Let's see, come on, man. What a douche. Fucking puppies. These bird dogs, they stay puppy-like for a long time. But I chose not to say anything. That wasn't what I wanted him to do, but he was going up there and we've had a problem with it. But like, if he is excited, make no mistake, I never use a pleasing tone when the dog's excited. No, here, heel. If I make the pleasing tone, I'm telling the dog to be excited. Here, heel, sit. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You got to be careful with the message that you send to the puppy. If like he's excited doing something like a dick, and I'm like using that pleasing tone, I'm just telling him to be a dick. So it's black and white with the dog. Either it's a good boy or it's no. So if he's not doing anything positive, it's no. And I keep it like that and tie it in with a leash correction. If you do that, the dog starts picking it up. If you confuse the dog by using a pleasing tone, just think of it as black and white. Either the dog's doing something good or the dog's doing something bad. Don't confuse it. You have 1.3 seconds to give positive or negative reinforcement, okay? Like that, what he was doing, that was like alleviation. I was just like, okay, he's doing it. So I want him going up on the teeter-totter, right? So that's just shaping the behavior, although we already worked with him on the teeter-totter. But the fact that he's sitting when we do the starter pistol now, and he even after the starter pistol, he's still like, do you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times when you first start doing it, you do the starter pistol and they just can't function afterwards. So his recovery time is like perfect. So now it's just a matter of time, few days. We're not gonna rush it, but I have to be able to stand right next to him and do the starter pistol. So we do it again tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, but we're still working on retrieving too. He's got to do a better retrieve. If he's off of a leash doing a retrieve with him is horrible. Like he's so excited. That's why we're using the starter. Hey, here. That's why one of the reasons why we're using the starter pistol, because it artificially makes him. I know that he's going to get excited doing this. Right? So your timing is really appropriate. And I'm watching the dog, and also I have control. So when we first started doing this, I'm using a starter pistol, but I have him in a high collar, okay? So I control the situation. Remember how your dog's body is, you know, what it's doing, you know, if it continues doing that, it's muscle memory. So if I wouldn't have had him on a high collar when we first started doing this, and he would have taken off when he heard the pistol, that's going to create gun shyness and have him be freaked out about loud sounds. So you want to think about the dog as like not an animal that ponders thought, but one that like thinks with its muscles, its muscle memory. Okay? So you repeat it over and over again until the dog starts getting it. So in other words, like we'll work heel again. Here. We've been working heel because that's another thing that I need him to do real good, right? I need him to heel. I need him to be compliant. So when we work heel, we're just doing it right here where these weed poles are. We're walking around the weed poles and we continue. Good boy, sit. We do it in this area. So every time we come out here, he knows what we're going to do. So he's more apt to have success. You build on success. If this cuts out, I won't be surprised because I've had terrible reception. I've been having trouble live streaming. So if it does, it does. There's nothing I can do because out here, I'm off Wi-Fi. You know, I have that unhooked. So sit. So no. You're doing good, brother. God, that dog, he's got this smile where he just like takes one side of his lips and like tucks it under. Like Bart Simpson's dog does. Seriously. I think maybe Bart Simpson's dog was one of these. Here, heel. No, heel. So, I'm using a healing stick, okay? And this is a bendable stick. See, it doesn't hurt. It's not supposed to hurt the dog, right? It's supposed to annoy the dog. You carry it like an umbrella, and when the dog goes, no, back up. When the dog goes forward, you bring it down like this, back up like an umbrella. You could also use it for sit. No, sit, right? So say you're at that point where you first are teaching the puppy sit, pushing its ass down, right? And, you know, you go into like, you can just touch the dog's butt and it goes down. And then to make it easier, you could just go like that and then you stop doing that. So this, like any of the tools like that use pressure, you use this into the dog's functioning, right? So we're gonna use this for some more days and let's work him heel. Now heel, you're gonna teach your dog heel? Plan on doing it in one spot. You cannot teach your dog heel on a walk. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You got to teach them in the yard. This is yard work. It's very important. No, heel. We'll stay right here. And when we go around this, I'll say no heel. No. Good, because they have a tendency when you're turning to screw up. That's good. You're doing better. No, back it up, dude. Heel. I'm going to slow up. No, back up. Yeah, well, stay with me, brother. No. I want him right here. I'll also use the healing stick like this. No. Heel, right there. Right there, heel. This is heel, right here, heel. I'll walk at different speeds too. Come on, dude, leave it alone. So I'll go real slow. No. So he knows no now. So he goes forward, I say no, heel. Never say heel, heel, just, if he's not healing, just say no. And once you start doing healing, starts picking it up, you don't really have to say no heel, you could just say no, right? Because I already said heel. So once they start picking it up, you can just drop it. Because they know what they're supposed to be doing. Here, heel. Keep the leash real loose, right? When it's loose leash training. If you have tension on the leash, no, back up, dude. No. If you have tension on the leash, it'll drive the dog forward. Get it, heel, dude. No, heel. Now, when you're doing this, if you're not putting a path into the ground like that's happening here, then you're not doing it enough. Some dogs pick up on this quicker than others. It's a bird dog, man. They're high energy. This guy, this guy eats more than any other dog here. He's not the biggest, I'll tell you that. It's like Tonka. He's similar to Tonka in that, like, Tonka eats the same amount as Gus. He's eating more than Gus or Tonka. His metabolism will change. Put on a little bit of size here. No, here, heel. But he is, he's high energy, so the high energy dogs, no, it's no reason that they can't learn heel. Because he's gonna learn it. I don't understand anybody that would send their dog to a dog trainer that doesn't teach heel. Like somebody that sends their dog to a dog. No, back up, dude. Back up all the way. Sit. And they put like a head collar on the damn dog? What the fuck is that? How much did you pay the dog trainer? And they sent the dog home with a head collar? What the fuck is the matter with people? Any dog can learn heel, okay? I don't know. I don't know how people can call themselves a dog trainer that, like, can't teach heel. It's absurd. Heel. No, heel. You know, it doesn't go easy at first. You're gonna walk a lot of miles doing it. No, heel. He's doing good, dude. He's doing a lot better. Each lesson we come out here, he does better. Here, heel. No. Now, how much of this has to do with him getting better with the starter pistol? It plays a part. No. Like, you can't, it's ridiculous. Like, people that think, here, heel. No, heel. Sit. Leave Holly alone. They think, oh, I'll train my dog to sit and then that's enough. It's not. It's definitely not enough. Here, heel. Come on, let's go, brother. No, heel. No. Good. Well, watch out. Here. Beautiful. There you go. I see him looking at my leg now. That's what I want. He won't do it all the time, but he started doing it. I just saw him paying attention. His head is turned towards my leg. You see that? No, heel. Just start doing it more and more. Right here, dude. No. Hey. Heel. But you see how the leash is loose? If it's not loose and it's taut, it just drives the dog forward. See, I don't even have it in my hand right now. No, heel. Get up here. Now, he's preoccupied with my neighbor feeding her chickens, but that stuff just dissipates. It does. By the time, like, we're walking in Home Depot, nobody's going to be distracting him. He's going to be paying attention to me. Heel. Good boy, too. So he's picking it up. It's like every time we come out here and do this one, it's a little bit better each time. Yeah. He hears the birds, but he's paying attention to me, which is a vast improvement. It's little things. You know, it just sort of starts happening. I've said this before, like when a dog is here, it's all like a dream. Another thing that he's not doing, he's not sniffing the ground. Oh, as he just starts sniffing the ground. but he's much better with that. And if they're sniffing the ground, they're not doing heel. They're tracking. So you do not want your dog sniffing the ground. The only time that they're allowed to sniff the ground is when you get the potty command. And remember, with the potty command, you stand in one place, right? You stand in one place, like this, and you have your, this is not for your wrist, it's for your thumb. And then you could go like, hurry, hurry. Go on, go potty. Don't pee on my shit, dude. And they can go back and forth like that. Come here, heel. No, back up. Back up, let's go. Good boy. It's a great dog. Beautiful dog. I thought about getting a lot of breeds. This is one of them. Here. No, heel. Boy. Good boy. Heel. No, heel. Hear my tone? Like if he's heeling, it's pleasant. Good boy. But if he's screwing up, it's no, heel. It's very nice. Very good, good boy. So they start picking up on it. So you just make sure you're not giving mixed messages. If your dog's screwing up, make sure that you give a tone that's negative. And then when they're being good, it's positive. Should be like real clear, like black and white to the dog. So that's sort of how they see us, like it's in black and white. Either we like what they do, or we don't like what they do. So they don't have the advantage like a human has of like understanding language. They just understand tone. So if your tone isn't clear, like one's negative and one's positive, they just get confused and they get more excited. Sit. No, sit. Now, not so good. He's a little bit far out in front, so I'm going to back him up. No, back up here. Heel. Go around the corner. No, heel. Go around the corner again. No, heel. Because I know he's going to screw up, because that's the point where they do screw up. It's going around the corner. But they really screw up around the corner when you're doing the outside circle. We're not doing that yet. He has to do the inside circle, no, heel, before he could do the outside circle. Now you practice, this dog's like a little bit, I don't know, he's under a year. And it's a bird dog, so I will take him up to about 15 minutes. That is the, that's about as long as I do with any dog. So something like this, it isn't too strenuous. I keep the lessons at about, sit. I keep the lessons at about 15 minutes. You go any further, that's no good. So you want to think of multiple lessons throughout the day. Do that. Anybody that's doing like one 45-minute lesson or something, you're fucking up. You are. You're fucking up. You're not going to get any place with the dog. You want to build on success, and you want to end on a high note. So this is pretty long. So I'm gonna walk him around this one more time. Here, heel. No, heel. Hear my no, heel. Right? If he was doing heel good, I might say good, heel, like that. There's two different sounds that I make with the dog. There's positive and there's negative. I also keep it real simple, like when it's positive, it's a lot of times I just use yes, like that, yes, right? They seem to respond to that real well. You're gonna do good boy. But yes. No. Back up. Yes. Good. Sit. It's a good dog. He really is. So, okay. It is. Good looking dog, too. It's a good dog and a good looking dog. Man, the breed, unbelievable looking. Seriously, what a great looking breed. My dad talked me into a GSP. He said, well, that's what everybody hunts with. Don't you want one of those? I said, I don't. He goes, that's what I'd do. Let me look for a GSP for you. So my dad found Tonka in Georgia. And Tonka was like bred to be a professional hunting dog. It's more dog than I need. Like this guy would have been just fine for me. You know, Tonka's is like 3 times what this guy is. You know, this dog would have been perfect. Like as far as like energy level goes. Like I'll go in like during the day afterwards. He's gonna go in and chill. He'll lay down and relax. Tonka, no. I mean, he does now, but he's real old. He's like at the same energy level as this guy. Tonka's over 10. It's, you know, seriously, Tonka is full on. It's like having I didn't just get a horse, you know, I got a racehorse. So I don't know what I was thinking. Was I trying to live vicariously through the dog or something? I don't know. I know a lot of people do that compete, and I was thinking about competing, but I came to the conclusion of like, you know, I already did that. Why am I gonna redo it with my dog? That's like people that, like they did a sport as a kid, and then they want their kid to do it to like relive their glory days or some shit. Hey, no, here, heel. Get over here to heel, brother. No, heel. No, over on this side, dude. No. Back up, right here, right here. Okay, sit. That's perfect. If you're sitting in a chair, make sure the dog's at heel. Okay, you can go. He's. Whoa! Here? He's getting it. He's getting it. That's all it is with the bird dog is you're training them to do whoa, and you're training them to do whoa when they smell the scent. So some dogs alert by sitting in front of something. Some dogs alert by scratching. Some dogs, they find the scent and retrieve it. So we're just gonna have him find the scent and go into whoa. Because it's easier with the bird dogs because he's pointing again. Here. As long as he, no, come here. You're a good looking dog, but you're not a heel. Come on, let's go. Heel, sit. To say any dog's smart. They are, they're like, all the bird dogs are smart enough to like sort of realize that like Khaki the duck is a pet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they get it, you know, it might take them a little bit, but they're gonna pick it up. I never had any problem with Tonka. I trained Tonka with pigeons. I've never had a problem with Tonka, Remy, or anybody. Okay. No, I never worked with prairie dogs with Lieutenant Dan's legs. Croatian shepherds? I don't know. What do I think about them? It's a dog. It's a subspecies of the wolf. Same thing that I think about any dog. What's up, one Sean Bond? I don't know if anybody's even here. How come Toxic's, I can't see Toxic's thing. One Sean Bonds is gone. Um, oh, did I ever, you know, this is a question that people always ask. It's always like some not real common breed. Like they think that like it's so much different than, I'm not going off on you. I'm just gonna explain something. They think that the uncommon breed is like so much different than any other dog. It's not. It's not. They're all the same. You know, like there's this thing with dog owners that have like the sort of like uncommon breed, thinking that like their dog is going to be more difficult to train or something. It's just like, you know, you ever work with a pulley, you know? It's weird. It's weird. I don't know what it is. Like, and they're all the same. It wouldn't matter if there was like a hybrid wolf here. The dog can do the exact same thing that every other dog can do. Exact. The only difference with any of the breeds is when you talk about size. So, say I'm teaching a 4-pound Yorkie to do the dummy launcher. I have to use a smaller dummy. That's it. You're only talking about size difference, but they're all essentially the same in varying degrees. Some dogs are higher drive. Some dogs are hard mouth. Some dogs are soft mouth. Some dogs sort of have a better temperament than others, but they're all the same. They can all bite. This is the fact. They can all find a dead bird on the ground and chew it up and eat it. None of them cook. None of them should be eating cooked food. Um, we're the only animal that eats cooked food. I don't know why people think that a dog's supposed to. But they're all the same. Does that make sense? I hear that all the time. It's so weird. Like I'm 58 years old. There's, you know, worked with a lot of breeds. It doesn't matter. I don't see them as different. Now food trainers do. They do. Like they won't work with certain breeds. Purely positive food trainers. A lot of them will only work with like small breeds, or like they'll say, well, I don't work with a Rottweiler, or I don't work with a Malinois. Or if the dog has issues like aggression. Now aggression is the most common behavioral problem with dogs. And then we have dog trainers out there that are like, well, I don't do that kind of work. Well, I thought you were a dog trainer. You don't do that kind of work? That, you know, it's like I was saying about the head collar, like a dog trainer that can't teach a dog to heel? What? And people are giving the people money? That's like this food trainer that I know in Brooklyn. People like they liked her, like her personality or something, like, but she was incompetent as a dog trainer. She's one of those dog trainers that only wants to work with small dogs. No dogs with issues. What is the matter? You know, like why are you involved in this? Why are you involved in dog training if you put restrictions on breeds, size, or behavioral issues? Behavioral issues like aggression, man. I worry about the dog that's aggressive when it comes to kids. You know, I'll tell the owners what I think. Um, you know, you got a kid. I don't. You know, why do you get a dog? I don't get it. You know, I know a lot of dog trainers that have kids and dogs. It's fine, but they do the correct amount of work. Hey, Lotsie, what are you doing? They'll work with the dog and the kid. You know, my dad, man, I could walk a lab up to grade school with me when I was probably about 5. It was first grade. I'd walk Tip up there or Duke. I remember this one time, as first grade, I took Tip with me, I believe. That was my Uncle John's dog. And there were some doves out in the field. You know, doves like to take like a dust bath. Hey, quit. And they were out in the field, and I saw Tip like crouch down and start like sneaking up on him like he was a lion. I just didn't say a word. You know, I didn't say anything. He got real close, and then he took off. And when he did, he jumped up and he got some tail feathers from one of the doves. I was like, I thought it was the coolest thing. I went home and told my dad. He's like, yeah, you know, like that. He wasn't too surprised or impressed. I was though, as a kid seeing that. But I've seen Tonka. This dog. If you were hunting with the young bird dog, they'll catch a live bird in their mouth. Tonka, I don't know how many times he did that. Like the first year that we were hunting with him, second year he did it sometimes. You know, it's quite a feat. You have to have a real fast dog to be able to do it. This dog could catch a bird. If it was like a grouse or something, he'll definitely pull in on it, get close enough. And if he wasn't, like when they're young, they still need training. If he wasn't fully trained, he'd probably pop in. I could see him jumping up and getting one. He's real athletic. I saw this dog jump like 10 feet, like the length. It was like maybe not 10, but it was at least 7, maybe it was 8. It was a really long distance. Maybe it was 10. I was just like, wow. It's like a greyhound or something. He's really awesome. I don't know if this thing's working. I see, I've had problems with the live stream all day. I don't see anybody responding, so maybe I should just turn it off. This happens sometimes. It's no big deal. I don't care. I mean, I do this live stream dog training for dog owners, people that are into dogs. I don't really give a shit. It's not like I make a fortune doing the live stream dog training or anything. Just want to help dogs. I think that it's important for people to, if you can even see this right now, to see how you should respond. Talk about things that are important, like, you know, the tone that you use with a dog. I've been listening to somebody lately that I like them, but they're using the wrong tone with their dog. When the dog's excited, they're saying like, settle down, settle down. That's like saying, good boy, you know. So you train the dog to be excited. And that is like one of the main reasons that we have so many dogs being put down. You don't want a dog that gets excited. Why? What do? They bark, lunge, bite, or just don't listen. That's it. So you like it could get excited, but it also has to like he's running out, but he should come when I call him. Lutsy, here, heel. Come on, Lutsy. Here he comes. Heel. So he can get excited, but he needs to become compliant too. No. Lutsy. Okay. I don't know. I don't think anybody's here. Anybody here? This has happened before when it goes like this and I can't really see any comments at all. And then later, like Ryuji contacted me and said, no, we could see you. I don't know what the deal is. I don't care. It's nice out. I'd go inside, but I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. Maybe I'll live stream with Sam. Go and put it on the Wi-Fi. It's nice. I'm just glad it's gonna be spring soon. Like this tree will be totally green. That tree I'll be like if I'm sitting here, I'm surrounded in green. The state's awesome in the spring and summer. It is. It's real pretty. It's like the winter sucks, right? But there's this thing about like the spring and summer is so amazing. It sort of makes it worthwhile. I can't explain it. And then fall comes, and I used to get bummed out with fall, and now I sort of look at it like, great, spring's coming again. Spring's great. It's my favorite time of year. Look at this guy. No, here, heel. No, heel. No, heel. Sit. Okay. Um, I'm so happy that he's like, the starter pistol's working with him. I'm worried about this avian flu thing. I heard frogs last night, even though it was cold. What's that? Listen to all the sounds. The avian flu bums me out. Evidently, like, it's bad for chickens and turkeys. Everybody else seems to be able to handle it. Like wild birds, they'll have it, but it doesn't really, they can just spread it. They'll spread the virus. But chickens, it'll screw them up. Maybe they can, I don't know, man. I don't know if they're working on a vaccine for it. They should, because chickens are such a large portion of like our food chain. I don't want to feed the dogs dog food. And what, like, if there's no chicken, what's it gonna be? Pork dog food? It's all right. Yes. You know, just feed them pork. And there's swine flu though too. Um, I don't know. Like it sounds like chickens and turkeys. But those type of birds are all sort of the same. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a turkey's sort of like a peacock, a chicken's sort of like a guinea fowl, a guinea fowl's sort of like a quail. There are all these birds that just like, they hatch out of an egg and start being able to the ground and get food. Those are all sort of, I see those as like the same. So I don't know if it affects quail the same as it does a chicken. But I find those birds real strange because like I live with birds that like they can't live on their own at first. They have to be fed by their parents. You know, pigeons, you know, they stay in the nest quite a while. The raven begs for food forever. Like seriously, what a beggar. I'll tell you who else is a beggar, those brown sparrows. I've dealt with them before. Great. They're an invasive species. I've had them as pets. And man, you keep one of those alive, that thing will be begging for food at 8 months. I've never seen anything like it. I see them in the outside begging their parents when they're like, you know, months old, doing this like little with their wings and looking cute. Come on, feed me. I love the brown sparrows. They got all kinds of places for them to live. I made it so the starlings can't steal their nest. It's a real problem with this avian flu because I don't want to bring it in, you know. So if there's any birds that like need help, I feel like I would be like, I can't take a chance. Now, with that said, like supposedly ducks, it's not a problem. You know, I could just gotta have a closed. It's gotta be closed. Pigeons too. Like I read one thing that said, yeah, they can get it, which is true, they can get it. Well, birds can get it too, but it doesn't affect them like it does chickens. Chickens, it'll really knock down. Like, it'll just kill all the chickens. It's weird, right? People can get avian flu too. I was reading about that, and that's supposedly a real problem if you get it. But that's like you're living in China and you're living above, you live above 2,000 chickens or something. So one gets it, and then so respiratory droplets. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't happen here. There's like a huge separation of like our food source, and you know maybe more than 2,000 chickens. Like do you know what I'm saying? Like it's lots. Hey, leave the bird alone. Get over here, douche. Come here, heel. No, heel. Back the fuck up here, dude. No, heel, dude. Let's go. Sit. It's Bart Simpson's dog. You should see him. He does this smile thing where he's like, he does the top lip. He bites his top lip. Hey, dude. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? It's a real nice dog. No. Here. Sit. Get over here and heel, dude. No, heel. Back it up, man. You're not paying attention to me. Okay, go on. He's a lot better with the cats. Like I can walk him to the house now, and he stays out of the cat's way. Sometimes when he's in the crate, though, it seemed like kind of going back into his old state of like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this cat. I get that cat to run, you know. It's getting a lot calmer with the cats and Khaki, the dog. I love Khaki. Got to get him compliant, though. He's getting there. I was gonna, I guess you all can see this. I was gonna live stream fixing my exhaust system on my car, but I decided to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be 59, and I sort of pussed out because I I was looking at jack stands, you know, because I'm like, I have ramps, and the ramps hold 3,000 a piece, right? So that's cool, because the car is only like 4,500. But I was like, I want to be doubly safe. Maybe I put a jack stand under them just in case. I don't know. And so I was offered a video on safety with the jack stand. The guy starts talking about the guy. It was in the news that like he's working on his Porsche or something, and he hit the jack stand and it slammed down on his head. You know, great. It's just what somebody needs to hear that is apprehensive about crawling under a 4,000-pound car. You know, I'll be fine. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it tomorrow. It's not gonna be a big deal. I'll put some things under it and chalk the wheels so that they can't roll back. Just be. I'm crawling from the front, so if it does roll down, it doesn't roll over me. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's a better approach. But if for some reason it collapses, I'm dead. You know? But that might be better than being rolled over, I think. Man, I don't want to do it. Another thing that I don't want to do is I need a roof on this house. I do not want to go up there and do that. I fell off a cliff when I was a kid. I don't want to do that, and I'm going to have to. Do what you have to do, right? Just hope I don't fall. I'm fine with heights if I have water below me. Years ago, I dated this diver, and she'd do the 10-meter, and so I was sort of forced to man up and go up there because I didn't want to look like a pussy. But I was fine with it because I knew water was underneath me, but it's still like, so 30 feet up, you know? Flip me out. I'm sure it has something to do with me being a kid and getting screwed up. And paint houses. I'd be up on the ladder, you know, and there's always this point where, like, you can't really see what you're doing, and you just sort of like, God, I hated that too. It was money though, so I did it. Can't stand being on a ladder like that. An extension ladder, real high up, 25, 30 feet. Sucks. Scaffolding, I'd be okay with. But I don't have scaffolding. I'm putting off the outside of this house, for sure. Doesn't seem as important as the inside. $59 tomorrow. I hope YouTube's working tomorrow. Seriously. It's not really working good today. All right, I guess I'll go in. I don't know if anybody's even here. I assume it was like same as before. Lieutenant Dan's legs. Lieutenant Dan's legs thinks he's funny. I can tell. He's a real comedian. I guess I'm gonna go. Well, if y'all are here, thanks everybody. I'll see you later. Lutzy's moving right along. Yeah, she's doing great. It's an awesome dog to work with. It's real fun. I miss Merlin. I do. Baby. God. Micah. Bowser. So many dogs. Marty. Lola, Luna. It's just a whole list of dogs. There's so many. I miss all the Catones, for sure. I like that little breed. Australian cattle dogs. Tracer McGee. I like the cattle dogs. Australian Shepherds are good too. They're good. All right, I'll see y'all. It's getting cold again. Be warm tomorrow though. Watch me live stream. Maybe you'll see the car slam on me. Do what you gotta do, right?